guys, this is Jazz finally bringing you another countdown video that isn't my New Year's countdown. Now this is going to be a new top 9 favorite YouTubers slash, well, I'd say maybe more top 11 or 13 in a way, but there's going to be 9 entries in general and the main one. Right? Now, a couple things before I start. One, there is going to be absolutely no family vlogging channels because, well, you kind of know why. I don't want to draw any more attention to kids than the families already are. And the second thing is that there's going to be 2 entries that have 2 YouTubers in them because I could not decide and they're in the same boat. And third, I have a couple honorable mentions to bring up that either one just barely made the list, and the second one, it would be unfair to bring up because I would be absolutely biased and he has already been brought up. I'll bring up that one first, and that is the Nman64. Now, I love this channel, guys. If I actually put him on the list, he would be number 1 easily out of the 13 out of 10. But I already brought him up years ago, and 2, he's my boyfriend. People know this, me bringing it up. They would say, oh, of course he'll be number 1. But you know what? He would deserve to be number 1 because I have never seen anyone work so hard on a video. Now, let's just give it an example here. I know this is a long intro. I'm sorry, but you know what? Shut up. I was on with him the other night on our anniversary, and he was trying to unlock Rosalina because everyone in the audience voted that she counts towards finishing it. Yeah, he was going mad about it, but he did it for them. He did it for them. He's dedicated to what he does, and if this any channel was the epiphany of working hard and not getting enough credit, he does compared to me. It's him. It is him for sure. And the second honorable mention is Birdie. Now, I was considering he was in the list at one point, but then I decided, yeah, there's just 2 channels in the category that would fit a lot better, but I still love him. He works his videos, he has a contagious personality. They're really funny, and I like it. So please check out Birdie's channel too. Now that that's all the way, let's get into the top 9/11 channels that I like. Let's get on to number 9. Number 9 is a channel by the name of Brew. Now, Brew is a channel that pretty much talks about different stories and topics, you know, in an animated type of style, and not like they just go for different topics, like stories of I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of morbidly fascinating topics. Like how, for example, eating too much ramen noodles cause illnesses, or, well, any of you who knows this channel know who Brew is, and you'll see some of the footage there, but to me, it's just something that I like to watch every now and then, and it just keeps my attention on like some fact-based videos in a way. Now, this is still so low on the list because out of all the channels so far, this channel is the one that I still watch the least of my favorite channels, right? But I am planning to get back into it. But anyway, guys, I said it has an array of topics and stories, and I urge you to check it out. Now, Brew is number 9 on this list. Now let's get on to number 8. Number 8 is Haley Pham. Now, Haley is a YouTuber that does a lot of book content. Like, she does like reading challenges, like how many books she can read in 24 hours, like her favorite books, like hauls. Now, she also does a series that's called Into Her 20s, where she just shows her life. This is another side of her channel as well. You're probably thinking this is a funny choice for me, but I've been into reading a lot more lately, and watching other people read and enjoy books sometimes can give you more motivation to read. And I just find she has this infectious personality that she treats her subscribers very well. You could tell she genuinely cares about them, and that she is genuinely loving what she does, especially when it comes to reading. You could tell she has genuine joy doing this stuff, and that just makes you. Remember how I said at one point that I want to be the best I can be when I make a video, because I don't want you to see anything negative in that light. I want you to see me when I'm in a contagious mood, when I'm doing what I love to do. She does that. This is what she's doing with that video. So anyway, guys, Haley Pham was number 8 on this list. Check her out. Now on to number 7. Number 7 is Pushing Up Roses. Now, she's a YouTube channel that talks a lot about TV shows, and she has some video game videos in there. But one of my favorite series she does is This Time of Murder, She Wrote. She loves the show with a passion. You could just easily tell that she's enthusiastic about this show, and you could argue, well, if that's your favorite, why, is she a favorite channel? She just has this, again, like I said with number 8, she just has this personality that you could just grow to love in a way. It's definitely unique. She has gone through a lot of struggles in her life, but she is still fighting. It's more the personality that I like. I love her content too, but the personality just tips it for me. Now, yes, I know she is rather low, but again, her upload schedule is on and off, so I don't see them as often as some of the others, but when I do see them, I'm always looking forward to seeing them. So for her personality and the content she brings out that is genuinely good, please check her out and subscribe. Pushing Up Roses was number 7 on this list. Now on to number 6. Number 6 is Zach R., also formerly known as PSA Archives. Now, one thing about him that I probably would put behind Pushing Up Roses is that his upload schedule is, I think, even more sporadic in a way. But the difference between the two is that even though I love Pushing Up Roses' personality, Zach's personality is, how do I put it? He always, every video, he has something that would sort of make you laugh in a way with his commentary. That's what it is his commentary. Like, he does a lot of commercial and PSA related videos, specifically PSA related videos, and he will show the PSA in its full and then comment on them, and then there's somewhere he finds it so hilarious that he can't stop laughing, and in those situations I can't stop laughing either. He has, again, just like Haley Pham and Pushing Up Roses, he has this dynamic personality that draws you to him, and that you could tell when he does videos, he does them because he wants to and he loves to do it. That is one thing I will also give him above Pushing Up Roses, that even though his content is more sporadic, when they come out, they are very good as well. I mean, he only does it when he feels his best, kind of like I do, and I highly respect that of him. So please check out his channel if you have a chance. Sakar, or PSA Archives, was number 6 on this list. Now on to number 5. Is one of the 2 ties that I said that I have, and that is Haminations and Jaden Animations. Now, they both have different styles in all ways, but they are both animation channels that I could not decide between. So, with Haminations, Bryson has more of the mainly story time, random story time aspect, because his videos are more of a random, something comes to Bryson's head, he'll animate it if he feels that it's going to be good. But they both have the charisma that draws you to them, right? Jaden is also sort of a jack of all trades in a way. She relies heavily on the video game aspect of it, though. Like, she'll animate her Nuzlocke or games she played after a long time. Now, I'm not saying she hasn't had other videos, she has, but that is her biggest thing now, is video game animations or recreations. But she has that charisma too, that you fall in love with her in a way. Like, they both are opposite on the spectrum in that way, but they both are equally talented, and you could tell they love what they do, and that, to me, is what is most important. So please check out these 2 channels. I just know you would love them. But number 5 was Hamination / Jaden Animations. Let's get on to number 4. Is Robert IDK. Now, guys, I don't know how to put this. It's his charisma. He is mostly a reaction channel. He reacts to other, like, videos, like animations, and you could argue, well, that's a cop-out. And no, reaction channels have their merit, guys. Like, they show their personality off the most in these videos, and Robert has it in bulks. Honestly, I think he would have potential to be the next Jacksepticeye very easily. Like, both Jack and him have personality, but him, I don't know how to put it. Like, you have to kind of watch it to understand him, what I mean. He is genuinely, you could tell he's also genuinely a good person. And yes, out of all of them, next to Haley Pham, he's one of the most unconventional on this list, but I love him, to say the least. He always makes me laugh without fail. He heavily supports the channels he reacts to. He buys their merch, right? He shouts them out. he just, to me, he sounds like an overwhelmingly good guy, right? Like, it's funny. How do I put it? He is in the same boat as the Inman 64 in a way, but the difference is that his channel gets a lot more attention than the Inman 64, but you could tell that he puts all the effort into his videos. He loves what he's doing. So it is that and his personality that I absolutely love. So Robert IDK is number 4 on this list. Now on to number 3. As Absol blogs Pokemon. Now, he's similar to one of the other entries on this list coming up, but he does have differences. This is why I'm separating him. He has done 1 or 2 Professor Oak challenges, but he mainly focuses on like shiny hunting and level 100 gauntlets. He's recently done a sleep stream with Pokemon Sleep, which I watched all of it. The video he made from it. It was fantastic and it was funny. He also just has, again, this charismatic personality, this dynamic personality that draws you to him. He just seems like, again, an overwhelmingly great guy. Now, you could argue, yes, Robert IDK has a lot more, attention, and he's charismatic too, but again, I love Pokemon, so that will always make me a little biased in that way. And 2, he works hard on his channel, like the N-Man 64 and Robert IDK, but like the N-Man 64, to me, he doesn't get enough attention, right, compared to some of these other channels, right? He works so hard, right, but not to get near as many views as Robert IDK. Honestly, that is still pretty unfair, so please check him out. Number 3 was Absol blogs Pokemon. Now on to number 2. Number 2 is Antonio the Sheep. Now, guys, he is another PSA connoisseur like Zachar. Now, you could argue Zachar has more quality, yes, but just to me, Antonio's personality, I don't know how to explain it. Just like the others, he draws you to him. And he works so hard on his videos. Yes, they may not seem the best quality, but you could tell he does his best with what he has, right? And again, this might be another biased thing, but he is on the autism spectrum. You could tell he loves what he does when he does these videos. He's doing it with a passion, like even compared to some of the others. Minus the N-Man 64, again, I know I keep bringing him up, but I'm being biased. You could tell he loves what he does, and he does the best he can with what he knows how to do and with what he has. He started off with word responses to the PSAs, but now he's recently come more showing his voice, which is very great for him. I can actually get his personality more through his narrations. And again, I just find his personality, I like his personality more than Zachar. Let's put it this way. Even though Zachar's videos argumentatively in the quality is better, Antonio the Sheep's heart is completely there. And I just love his views and his personality. And you know how I've been saying all along these channels have not been getting enough attention? Well, try having that quality of videos and only having over 400 subs. Yeah. Now you could argue he was only on here a couple years. He probably is going to grow more. I can tell he is so good at what he does is that he'll become a bigger channel. But out of all the channels, he has the lowest subscriber count. Easily. And honestly, I don't understand why he has such a low subscriber count. The effort he puts into it, the passion he gives from it, he honestly should be a lot bigger than he is. So, Antonio the Sheep is number 2 on this list. Now on to my number 1 pick. Guys, number 1 on this list is the second tie that I promised you, and that is Johnstone and Chaotic Meatball. Now, where do I start, guys? These are 2 of the channels that I go to if I'm in a really down mood. I can listen to their videos over and over again, and it takes something special for that to happen. Now, you could argue again, Absol Blogs Pokemon is in a similar boat as these 2, but they both are very similar to each other more than Absol Blogs Pokemon. So that is why these 2 are in the same boat. I mean, you could argue that Chaotic Meatball does a little bit more Nuzlocke than Johnstone does, but they still are both very prominently Professor Oak Challenge channels. And you can sort of tell that, but they're good at what they do. Like, I love the Professor Oak challenges. It's the videos that makes me hyped to actually want to do them myself, which I never did in a long time, but they make me excited to play Pokemon. And that, for me, is what's important. They both love what they do. They work hard for their subscribers as well. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, you could tell that they do things for their channel because they want to do it for their channel, right? That they love their subscribers. They want to make their subscribers happy, and that is another big thing a good YouTuber has. A good YouTuber isn't doing it just for the views, but they do it because they love what they're doing. And they want to do it also for themselves, right? And I think they have many of these qualities. They love what they do. Of course, they do it for their audience as well, but you could tell they're having a fun time doing it. And that is a big thing for me when it comes to these channels. That they genuinely love what they do. That they're having fun. I need that when I am really down. So, guys, Chaotic Meatball and Johnstone were number 1 on this list. Well, guys, I think I actually had a pretty diverse group of channels this time, which surprises me that I was actually able to think of things in all categories that I really genuinely loved. This was a fun video to at least record or make anyway. You will obviously see this video when it's completely done, and let's hope that future Jazz doesn't regret this when it comes to editing. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, please subscribe and help this channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And I'll see you guys in my next video.